Hello, I'm speaking with you this week from Emmanuel United Church in Waterloo, Ontario. Two questions. First, what is the most important thing you've ever lost? Second, what is the greatest party you have ever attended? The passage this week is from Luke 15, where we find three parables. Stories about things that are lost, things that are looked for, things that are found, and then there is a great party. First, the lost sheep. You know the story. A farmer has 100 sheep, he loses one, and he leaves the 99 to go look for the one that is lost. And oh, how we spend time trying to comfort people and tell them, now don't worry about those 99 that were left. There must have been other shepherds there to take care of them. But why spend time explaining that? Jesus never did. It finally occurs to me that maybe this is supposed to appear foolish. Maybe God looking for us does not always make sense. Maybe God and God's kingdom does not neatly fit into our common sense world of self-preservation and getting ahead. And people will even tell us at times, well, you know, believing in God does not make sense. It has been scientifically proven that God is simply the creation of a certain part of your brain. Fine. Who made the brain? In the second parable, a woman has 10 coins. She loses one, and she searches desperately to find it. She does find it, and what does she do? She throws a party. Now, this is something else that always seemed foolish to me as well. She probably spent the value of that coin to throw the party. So here she is, spending the coin to throw a party to celebrate the fact that she found that coin. Oh, that used to trouble me. But you know what? Today it doesn't. Today it just seems to me that this is exactly what should be happening. Something was lost, we found it, and now we celebrate, no matter what the cost. The third story, the lost son. We know it today as the prodigal son. You know how it goes. A man has 2 sons. The youngest one goes and says, I want what's mine, and I want it now. The father gives it to him. He takes off to a far country. He spends his inheritance. Talk about partying. And then one day finds himself living with the pigs. And the pigs are eating better than he is. And then the Bible comes out with this beautiful phrase, when he came to himself. I just love that, because that happens to me. It usually happens when I've been doing something stupid for a long period of time, and finally one day it's, wait a minute, what am I doing here? This is crazy. I don't even like this. This isn't me. That's what happens with the son. The son says, how did I ever come to be here? Oh yeah. Oh my. You know, back home, I am my father's son, and I am loved. And so he goes home, the father accepts him, no questions asked, and then, of course, throws a big party. But note here, there is another kind of looking that the father was doing. In the lost sheep and the lost coin, we had an active looking. What the father is doing here is a passive looking, and that is hard. And that's the kind of searching that parents do for their own sons and daughters, and that is hard. We do that imperfectly. That kind of looking involves a space. We all need this space for this inner wholeness to emerge, for this risen Christ to rise. If that space intended for waiting is filled with criticism and lecturing and negativity, well, then people become afraid. And oh, how often Jesus had to say, don't be afraid. Fear not, little flock, for it is God's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. So there it is. Things that are lost, things that are looked for, things that are found, and things and people who are celebrated. all part of this inner wholeness, all parts of this kingdom of God. And don't forget, the partying is just as important as the looking and the finding. There's the invitation. Will we accept it?